Welcome back to Elite Insight Audiobooks. I am glad you are here today because what I am about to share with you might completely change the way you think about being smart. Let me ask you something. Have you ever met someone who always had to prove how clever they were? Always showing off, always correcting people, always making sure everyone in the room knew they were the smartest person there? Now here's the real question. Where are those people today? Most of them are struggling. Most of them have enemies they do not even know about, and most of them wonder why life keeps pushing back against them. Today we are talking about Law 21, from the 48 Laws of Power. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Seem dumber than your mark. And trust me, once you understand this, you will never look at intelligence the same way again. This is Elite Insight Audiobooks, and today we are going all in on one of the most underrated and powerful laws in the entire book. Stay with me because this one is going to hit different. Being smart is not the same as showing you are smart. Think about this like a lion in the wild. The lion does not walk into the field roaring and showing its teeth before the hunt. No, it stays low, it stays quiet, it watches, and then, when the moment is right, it moves. The prey never even saw it coming. That is exactly what this law is teaching you. When you walk into a room and immediately show everyone how much you know, what are you actually doing? You are putting people on guard. You are making them feel small. And people who feel small around you will find a way to bring you down. They will talk behind your back. They will block your opportunities. They will make sure you do not rise too high. But the moment you let someone feel smarter than you, something magic happens. They relax. They trust you. They open up. They lower their guard, and that is exactly where you want them. Letting others win small gives you the big win. Imagine you are playing chess with someone, and you let them take a few of your smaller pieces. They feel good. They think they are winning, but the whole time, you are setting up the move that ends the game. That is the strategy here. In real life, this might look like asking someone for advice even when you already know the answer. It might look like saying something like, "Wow, I never thought of it that way," even when you did think of it that way. It sounds simple. It even sounds a little uncomfortable. But here is what happens. The other person feels valued. They feel respected. They feel powerful. And people who feel powerful around you become your biggest supporters. They want to help you. They want to bring you into their circle. They stop seeing you as a threat and start seeing you as someone they like. And in the game of power, being liked is worth so much more than being feared for your intelligence. Hiding your intelligence is not weakness, it is control. There is a huge difference between being dumb and playing dumb. One is a limitation, the other is a choice. The most powerful people in history were not always the loudest or the most obviously clever. They were the ones who understood the room. They were the ones who knew when to speak and when to stay silent. They were the ones who made other people feel like the star, while quietly steering everything from behind. Think about the best negotiators, the best leaders, the best deal makers. They do not walk in with a list of everything they know. They walk in with questions, they listen more than they talk, and by the end of the conversation, they have learned everything about the other person while giving away almost nothing themselves. That is not weakness, that is mastery. Now here is your one action step for today. The next time you are in a conversation, whether it is at work, at home, or with a friend, try this. Ask one question and then just listen. Do not jump in with your own story. Do not correct them. Do not try to one-up them. Just ask and listen. Notice how the other person responds. Notice how they open up. Notice how the energy in the conversation shifts. This one simple habit, asking and listening instead of telling and showing, will start building you a level of influence that most people will never understand. Now, before I let you go, if you caught last week's episode on Law 20, Keep Others in Suspended Terror, you already know how powerful it is to be unpredictable. If you missed it, go back and watch it right after this. It connects perfectly with what we talked about today, because when you combine unpredictability with the ability to seem less threatening than you really are, you become almost impossible to read, and someone who cannot be read cannot be beaten. Next week, we are going even deeper. We are covering a law that will show you how to protect yourself from the most dangerous mistake you can ever make in any relationship, in any workplace, in any situation. You do not want to miss it. This is Elite Insight Audiobooks. If this gave you something to think about, share it with one person who needs to hear it today, and I will see you in the next episode.